in, your rage meter constantly goes down, and if you're out of sight of the survivors within a certain distance, it goes down within 20 seconds. And I'm not sure if the tank's going to get up there in time and able to get a hit off. But if he doesn't, it's going to go to AI. So they're really in a pretty bad spot as far as tank play. And Surgical can't even get in the window. Just use the ladder, man. Just next time, use the ladder. Tank gets in, gets a couple hits, but he's just going to get demolished. Look at his health at the bottom left. Just getting spiked. He's in red. Less than 20% health, 10% health, 5%, and he's going down. He managed to incap one person. You see the respawn time at the bottom, 25 seconds on level 10 on Visceral, and Kaja can't see it, so no one's going to be up and able to attack. Very nice play by Paragon. They ran all the way back and thwarted that tank off very easily. With tier 2s, it's almost a cakewalk, and with Surge going able to get up the ladder, or in the window rather, not able to provide any support. Hey, we see another hunter using the crouch exploit. You really got to stop doing that. Now, we all know it's an exploit just because it's not in the rules. Come on, play fair. If you're able to pounce without making any noise, you know, come on. So, be nice. We still have that bot boomer back there. So, the bot boomer is pretty much gonna suck and not do much, not move up. So he still goes for some sort of pounce there and just annihilate it. Only Visceral. Like I said, the only interesting parts in the games are when these well-coordinated attacks go all as planned and they incap the survivors in one boom or get them highly damaged. But other than that, it's a cat and mouse game of set up attack and, you know, try to predict and counter predict what the other team's going to do and shut it down. And DX and Paragon is no other. There's no better teams to show you that competitive play is very difficult. So you may be thinking, you know, we can beat these guys. You know, they can't even do this and do that. But put your team against Paragon or DX, and you will get shut down 10 times as hard as a good team will. Believe me on that. They shut down another attack. Not much to say there. The Hunter tried to bounce, the Smoker tried to pull from the Straggler, but it didn't work too well. Surgical has 15 seconds on respawn. They may not get another chance to attack. I don't believe so when the survivors get to the end of the safe room. There's nowhere to spawn. There's only a hallway behind the train. And Paragon makes it unscathed, and with a 188, beating DX, probably they have like a 1500, maybe a little more. 1498, beat them by a few points, but that first level they still have lost of 46 points. Still behind the points, got to bring it back. Very close game now, very close game, within 1,000 points.
Yeah, ready.
We are back. Round 3, Blood Harvest 3. Team Dynamix versus Team Paragon. Two very good teams. As I mentioned in the previous round, these vodcasts, these are very competitive, high-ranked teams. Their games are pretty much a cat-and-mouse game of well-coordinated attacks and the other team shutting them down. The main purpose of watching these games is not to see, oh, boom, kill squad, win, win, win. Games like this, they're not going to destroy each other within the first 10 seconds every time. The main benefit of watching these types of games is seeing strategy, seeing the counter strategy, see how they plan attacks, and see how they react to certain things. If you're looking for like a highlight reel, these games are just not bust out awesome action every couple of seconds, because good teams are going to shut that down, and your team needs to learn how to shut this down effectively and become a good team as well. And these are the type of videos that can help you do that. Learning the strategy, see how they make use of gas cans and pipe bombs at certain times, high damage, coordination, the method in which they attack. The boomer usually does not go first. He waits for a nice distraction. A lot of public players, I can't stress that enough, if public players learn this factor, if you just pull first with the smoker, the boomer's chances of getting 2 to 3 survivors, maybe even all, increase by a lot. And I believe we have 2 hunters already at the start. Smoker somewhere. They spawn a little early, I believe, but boomer spawns to the right, gets taken down by Kanja. 2 hunters coming from behind. First trying to sneak up on that hunter. Oh, that's Smoker. Yeah, he does. He went invisible there. Another cool thing that players can understand, you can go invisible to become an infected. If you're walking or crouch walking, your outline glow to the special infected will fade after maybe 2 to 3 seconds. As long as you don't shoot, reload, jump, use a voice command, you will remain invisible, and you can sneak up on the special infected. As you see Surgical there, although he knew the 2 hunters were going to pounce from behind, he knew that Smoker was going to spawn around that left side corner, so he moved silently and invisibly towards the Smoker, and by the time the Smoker came out of the corner, he was maybe 8 feet away, and he splashed him in the face. The Smoker, probably the Smoker had an idea he was doing that, but he really had no other choice but to go in, and Kaja gets that kill, and then Boomer tries to spawn behind that rock back there. Like I said, good teams are all about shutting the other team down. We got the early tank spawn here. This can be very difficult, and these hunters are trying to come in and slow them down so that tank can at least get to that log there that Surgical just peeked at. And are they going to get the Molotov in time? Oh, the tank runs into the Molotov, I believe, but he had to do it to hit that log, but the log misses. The Smoker tried to pull somebody to bring them back out to hit that log, but he just doesn't get the grab in time. And very nice Surgical, high five for predicting where that tank was going to do, where the tank was going to go, get that Molotov in, get him on fire. Now they're going to camp in the safe room, peg this tank. Another thing you need to know, if you sit in the safe room as survivors, the tank's rage meter doesn't go down. But in this situation, since he's on fire, it's going to take nothing but constant damage. So he has no other choice but to sit there. And what he's doing is waiting for his teammates to go in, try to get the pounces off, try to get that boom off. Another hunter comes in, he's dead. Now the tank's going to rush in, whatever health he's got left, try to do some damage. He's doing major damage on Visceral. He's down at 50 health. Comes up with horde of zombies rushing in. They're trying to cover Visceral, and the tank's down. He took too much damage from the fire. Very nice Surgical, man. Throwing that Molotov. He knew the tank was going to rush for that log. And the infected, they tried to do their best to go in with the hunters and slow the survivors down, get them attacked, get them distracted while that tank could jump down. This is the type of stuff that I'm talking about. This is so beneficial for the viewers, everyone watching this VOD, to just learn that when you have a tank that early, you need to attack. You need to keep the survivors in that open area so the tank can make it to that log. If they get inside, the tank most likely isn't going to do much. So learn. Pay attention, learn from these guys. They're very good. And we have a flying boomer. Hunter gets failed, and Smoker is a bot. You can tell the difference between the growling. And I'm not sure how many players that was. I guess that was 5 because the bot Smoker. So they had the bot Smoker, the boomer, and I believe 3 hunters. So